In November of 2018, the Rockets inked 5 players during the early signing period that have helped the program reach new heights and are still making an impact. And while Quenisha Lockett and Sophia Wired grab a lot of attention, Mark Kuntz reports it's another member of the group that's called the Rockets' best teammate.
Soleil is French for the sun, and Rockets' fifth-year guard Soleil Barnes certainly lives up to that name with her positive disposition.
I'm always happy. I have a smile on my face because there's never a time where I'm not smiling. There's never a time where I'm not giving to my teammates positive energy because you want to make everybody's day special. Like, I wake up and I'm just grateful that God woke me up. So why not make somebody else feel special and feel loved and feel comfortable, you know? So yes, I really take on that name for sure.
But it hasn't been all sunshine and rainbows for Barnes. She has suffered 3 knee injuries in her time at Toledo, 1 to her right knee, 2 to her left, and she has relied on her faith to get through each of those setbacks.
But just knowing, like, my foundation that God gives me new mercy every day, like, and that's just to make something positive, make something happen out of every day, whether I'm injured or whether I'm healthy. So I always find something positive and something joyful out of the day.
I'm really proud of her. It's not easy to come back from 1 injury, but 3. That's phenomenal that she's had the mental toughness and fortitude.
But there were times, because I am human, like, where I'm like, God, like, because I'm a very spiritual person, so I had to really ask him, like, what are you trying to teach me? Like, what is it that I'm not learning that you're trying to teach me? I understand I have people to talk to me and myself to motivate me, but God, what are you trying to tell me? Like, so the mental aspect was really hard. For the 3rd one, I think because, like, you go through so many, and it's just like, do I keep fighting or do I just relax and just call it quits? But it was only for, like, a moment where I thought that, and I just knew, like, God wouldn't bring me this far, like, for me to quit now. Like, there's no injury that has stopped me yet, so this one's not going to stop me. So leaning onto my faith was the biggest thing, like, because with God, all things are possible. So just know that I have his strength to help me push through it, like, was my biggest thing for me.
She's a great teammate. If you would have watched her during the time she was sitting out, she was the biggest cheerleader on the bench. When there was a time when she was recovering from the injury and didn't need to travel because she was right after a surgery, and that's just a time you don't want to be doing that. And I'll be honest, we missed her because her energy on the bench is tremendous. And so I was really happy when she got healthy enough to travel with us again because she brings so much to our team that you don't find on a stat sheet. You know, it's caring for each other, it's giving your heart and soul, it's coaching younger people. She really adds a lot to our team on and off the court.
Earlier this season, when Quenisha Lockett went down with a knee injury of her own, missing a month of games, it was Barnes encouraging her.
So she told me it was going to be mental, a whole lot of mental things going through my mind.
Just knowing what I've been through, I was able to be in that position to encourage her really meant a lot for me, and for me to ultimately step up and provide for the time she was out. So that ultimately brought us even more together. So I was glad I was in a position that I have been to help her get through. And now she's back to where she's at, and I'm so proud of her for pushing through and just me being an example for her to look at so she could get through it.
Healthy this season, Barnes is a significant contributor off the bench as she wraps up her Rocket career.
I love it. That's my twin. I love seeing her play out there.
Now that she's healthy, she's a big reason why we're sitting where we are in the league right now.
So it has been really fulfilling. I'm just happy to be out there with my girls, my seniors. They'll be leaving soon. So honestly, I'm really lost. I don't have a lot of words to say. I'm just happy. Like, I'm blessed. Like, God really had brought me through a tough time, and I couldn't do nothing but thank him.
At Savage Arena, Mark Kuntz, Rocket Roundup.